Imagine your neighbors install super cool solar panels. They get cleaner energy. But guess what? Their eco-friendly choice is also going to reduce air pollution for everyone in the neighborhood. And guess what? That is positive externality. So today's video is all about us learning about positive externality and the social and economic impact of positive externality. So let's get started. So we'll start with the basic definition of positive externality. So positive externality, remember we are still learning about externality, which is a spillover effect on a third party, which is not involved in that economic transaction. Now, because it's a positive externality, it's a good news. It is for everyone's well-being. So, whenever we are talking about or whenever we are defining positive externalities, we are thinking about an individual's consumption that would lead to third parties' well-being. So everyone seems like a winner in this situation. As the direct consumer, you are going to gain benefits of that economic action, and not only you, everyone around you, society as a whole, will gain well-being. So it's a good news from economic and social impact. So let's try to break it down. Let's simplify the whole idea about positive externalities. Primarily, our focus is going to be on the consumption function. So we want to think about the demand curve. We are not going to change anything with the supply curve. That remains the same. But whatever change we want to show in terms of the private benefits, in terms of the external benefits, it's going to be to do with demand curve. So let's get started. We'll start with the basics so that we know what needs to be labeled on this magic diagram. So the basics, we are thinking about private benefits. We are thinking about the external benefits. Think about external benefits, something that is meant for a third party. They did not pay for that goods or for that service, but they will gain benefits out of that consumption as well. Social benefits. Now this is the most easy way for us to think about social benefits. We are going to add up private benefits plus external or third party benefits here. So what would be a private benefit for us getting educated, getting a university degree, for example? Now, if we are thinking about getting educated, getting higher education, that will increase your chances of getting better job opportunities. That would further lead to you having a good income, providing you with a good, well-deserved standard of living. But that is not all. Your higher education is helping, or let's say, also leading to benefits for others. For example, your employer, they did not pay for your university education, but then you would be an important source of revenue creation for that company. Also, we understand that when we get educated, we are more aware about the social surroundings around us. We are more aware about our responsibility as a citizen. So you getting educated, you getting well informed would also lead to society having better citizens around. So market around us is full of examples. We can think about greater examples in terms of education and its benefits. We can think about how important healthcare is for everyone. We can also think about how important research and development would be, as it leads to innovation, it leads to improvement in goods and services that are being provided across the market. And now we are going to apply everything that we have learned in terms of basics on this graph. Okay, we'll keep it easy, we'll keep it simple, and let's start with the diagram now. So the private benefit is the original demand curve we are talking about, and the private cost is the original supply curve we are talking about. So as we have done before, we'll just remember that the free market will be operating at P1 Q1. Okay, I'll label that as a free market. Now the definition says that positive externality is a good news for everyone. It is going to lead to third party benefits. So anything good in terms of economics, and specifically I'm thinking about the curves here, should lead to a shift to the right. Because it is about consumption, we are going to shift our demand curve to the right. Because it is a third party impact we are taking into account, we will label that as marginal social benefits. Which makes sense, right? It matches very well with the definition that we just spoke about. It matches very well with the examples that we just thought about, that how services like education, healthcare would bring in greater benefits to the society. So that means we need to complete this graph to see that where exactly should the society be operating at. So now, because of this new social benefit curve, we are going to see a new interaction of price and quantity, and we will call this level social optimum level. Think of it as in an ideal world, this is where the consumption of merit goods, goods which lead to positive externalities, should be happening. So let's complete our graph. I'm going to label that as Q star, and this becomes our P star. Right? Everything is making sense now. We can see that because we are thinking about merit goods, goods which are not only good for me, for you, but overall society, should be consumed more at P star and Q star level. Now, if goods and services which generate positive externalities are so useful, then why are they leading to market failure? A very simple reason for that. If you look very closely here, you can see that the free market is operating at a lower level. Therefore, why we connect positive externalities with market failure is because we assume that the free market is under consuming. Okay, so underconsumption in this case is a problem that is leading to market failure. And when the government, they do their cost and benefit analysis, they bring in that understanding of externalities, they are clearly able to see that ideal level, what we call as social optimum level, that should be maintained by the market, leading to greater and bigger benefits for everyone. So now we understand that a free market is again being self-interested, or maybe not being completely informed about the gains. So where are we going to find our area of welfare loss? Let's have a look. So remember, like I said last time, that the vertical distance between two curves, in this case benefit curves, will be the area of welfare loss. So let's see where can we find it. So we have a new equilibrium here, and this is our old equilibrium. And from here, we can see the area or the triangle of welfare loss when free market underconsumes. Alright, so let's try to now quickly review everything we started with. We started with a very simple definition that merit goods would lead to positive externalities. Positive is a good news for everyone. Therefore, third party is also going to gain along with the consumer who are going to buy that product or service. In order to apply our knowledge about positive externalities, we try to understand the basics so that we know what's the difference between a private benefit that will be for you as a consumer, external benefit for everyone around you who did not pay for that good or for that service. Overall, social benefits combine both private and external benefit to show that how we can make the market more efficient, more desirable. Everything learned from here, we apply to the diagram and can see that the social optimum level is that ideal level that should be maintained to reduce market failure. So that was all about positive externalities, which is a good news for the society, and the government, by using interventions like subsidy, will try to encourage consumption to this social optimal level. I hope the topic was useful for you. Drop me comments. What other topics would you like me to cover? Have a good day.